In honor of International Women's Ride Day, which is May 7th this year, we are interviewing some female Spyder and Ryker drivers. Today we're going to be interviewing Dee. She is a Ryker owner and rider, and her husband happens to be a Spyder RT owner and driver. But we're going to be focusing on Dee today, so this is our interview with her. Everybody, we're here with Dee, and this is going to be a strange interview because I'm in Virginia Beach and she's down in North Carolina, and we're through the magic of editing and internet, we're able to bring this together so it looks like we're actually doing it at the same time, same place. So, Dee, why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody where you're from?
Hi, I'm Dee. I currently live in Raleigh, North Carolina with my husband and 2 kids. I have a 12-year-old son and a 15-year-old daughter, and we ride Can-Ams.
Where do you have time with 2 kids that are almost teenagers to have time to go ride? That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. We try to get it in when we ride to work, that kind of thing. So that's mostly cool when it happens.
Okay. Well, again, I thank you for letting me interview on behalf of International Women's Ride Day. And since I myself am not a woman, I am not authorized to speak, so I thought I would have interview other female riders and let them talk. So that's why we brought you on today. And so we'll start off with, tell us about your specific ride. What do you ride?
I ride a 2020 Can-Am Ryker 900.
The Ryker 900, great, because that's, you know, that is a new platform that Can-Am On-Road came out with. I think it's a pretty sharp vehicle, and I think it helps bring a lot of people into the program because it hits a unique market. It's more sportier than the Spyder, and I have the RT, and so that's like a long distance machine, but I think the Ryker's a little bit more sportier.
Yes, it is sportier.
Okay, well, now the big question. Why did you choose the Can-Am On-Road product, specifically your Ryker?
Well, I had been looking at Can-Ams for a long time, for at least 10 years, and I always said I wanted to get one, but during that time I actually had a motorcycle, so it wasn't in the cars just yet. So my main reason, I wanted a motorcycle that was able to help me transition from a sport motorcycle to a more touring style motorcycle, and the 3 wheels just made it easy. I didn't have to think about balancing anymore as you do on 2 wheels. I also wanted a motorcycle where I could ride my kids if I wanted to, for them to feel safe and for me to feel safe as a driver, riding my children. So that was also a reason, but I really enjoy it for the main fact of being able to ride my Ryker for 8 hours, 10 hours, and feel comfortable on it. So those are my main reasons for getting the Ryker. Okay.
It's amazing, but the reasons all seem quite similar. It's like we all have the same basic desires when it comes to that. Now, what got you into riding originally? How long have you been riding?
Oh, I've been riding for 22 years, officially, with the license. And I grew up riding with my father. He had some Hondas when I was young, Honda 750. Eventually, he got a Honda Goldwing. And he used to ride me on it. I remember, on the 750, he would, I had my helmet on, put me on the front of the motorcycle with him, and then we would go ride and see my cousins. So that's originally where the love came from. And of course, when I get 16, 17, I asked Dad to purchase me a motorcycle, and he said, "No, I'm not gonna get you one. I could never live. I could never live with myself if something happened." I was like, "Okay, Dad, I understand." And then later on in life, at about the age of 25, is when I decided to just go for it and take a motorcycle riding course and pass that and get my motorcycle license. And I've been riding ever since, and it's just a love of mine.
Wow. Wow. Now, is there something specific about riding that you like the most?
Oh, I love to feel the wind in my face, and I love just riding through the curves, and it's almost like me time, you know. I call it wind therapy, because it really is. You can sit there, you can ride and just look at the scenery and the views of the country roads. So those are some of the major factors why I love riding, and it's just cool. Also, just to ride motorcycles is a cool thing, I think.
It is.
It is.
Now, your husband has a ride also?
Yes, he does. He has this 2010 Am Spyder RT. He has manual transmission for his, and you can see that he has it all, I guess, glammed up, so to speak. You know, he put his own little creativity on it.
Right. Now, what is his name? We can't just leave him hanging out there with the brand of husband.
We call him C. So this is
C. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you all done any distance riding or taken any trips on your Spyders yet? Or your Ryker and his Spyder?
Yes, we have. Pretty much, we've been to Deals Gap, the Dragon in Deals Gap, which is near the town of Robbinsville, North Carolina. So we went there. We've been to Maggie Valley, North Carolina. Yeah. We went to the Spyder Rally there last year.
Cool.
And we, took a day off of work and drove our motorcycles to the beach in Wilmington, North Carolina, just to have a little getaway. So those are 3 of the, I guess, long distance places we've done last year. Okay.
So it's like you've done a pretty good chunk of riding.
Yes, we have.
Now, do you have a favorite? Any of those rides were your favorite?
Oh yeah, Maggie Valley, North Carolina was the favorite by far. And some of the reasons why it was the favorite is because we're riding in the fall, so you have the fall foliage, plenty of curvy roads to go down. Actually, some really good food was out there too. We laugh about it often. We stopped at a particular burger joint. I don't know the name of it right now, but they had some of the best hamburgers out there. And we joke how we're willing to take another 6 or 7 hour ride just to go there to eat.
But I've done that.
Yes, but Maggie Valley was one of the best places, because we also got to ride on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and you know how beautiful that is.
That's a great ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. We want to go and do that ride again. We did it year before last, but we want to do it again, going a different direction, because it'll look completely different.
Yes.
Now, we all have gear when we start riding. Do you have a piece of gear that you would say would be your favorite piece of gear?
Yes, I do, and I'm glad you asked. Actually, I have it's motorcycle boot made by TCX. It's called TCX Akasu Women's Boot. And number 1 is protective. Number 2 is reflective. And number 3 is very comfortable. And I like it because when I commute to work, I can wear this boot and it blends in with my clothing. As opposed to, if you had a big motorcycle boot, the kind that you clip and strap on, that doesn't blend too well in an office environment. But that boot is by far one of the best purchases I've made concerning gear, and I can wear all day at work and don't have any kind of problems.
Oh wow. And I know exactly what you're talking about, because I don't want to say I struggle, but it's like, trying to find the perfect pair of boots that can can serve the role of providing protection and comfort when you ride,
Yes.
and let you get around when you're not riding.
Yes.
So it's a challenge trying to find a pair of boots that do both jobs or multiple
Yes.
jobs. Yeah. Now, there are a lot of women who will be watching this video, and many of them are already riders, and many of them are on the fence, thinking about becoming riders, thinking about becoming a Ryker owner or a Spyder owner. What would you tell them who are considering doing something like this? Since you're speaking from experience, what would you tell them?
I would tell them there's no better time than the present. Go for it. Am offers a writing program. You can go to their website to see, put in your state, put in your city, and you can see where they're offering courses to ride their Can-Ams and train on, and then you can get your endorsement. And this is the time to do it. I would say, if you can go for it, go for it. Don't wait. Of course, you know, life sometimes gets in the way, but if you really have a desire to learn how to ride a motorcycle, this is by far, learning on 3 wheels is by far easier than 2 wheels. Number one, you don't have to worry about the balance. It's comfortable. You can decide based on, you know, the woman can decide based on her body type what feels best for her. I chose the Ryker because it's sporty. It reminds me of being on 2 wheels, and it fits me better. For me, the RTs and even the F3, I do like the look of the F3, but when sitting on it, it was just a little too big for me. It just seemed like a really large motorcycle, and I just wanted the comfort of sitting in the Ryker as opposed to how I felt like I was sitting on top of a RT or F3. But now is the time to do it.
Will you be riding on May 7th, the International Female Ride Day?
Of course I'll be riding, definitely. What I plan to do is check out some of the local Facebook groups with women, and then see who's riding, and then either join up with them. If I'm unable to find someone or the time doesn't work out, I said I might call up my cousin. She rides motorcycles also, and she and I can go on a motorcycle riding trip. And if she's unavailable, then I'll just ride by myself, or I might pull my husband in and say, all right, you're gonna ride with me on International Women's Day. So there.
Perfect. Now, you also have your own YouTube channel, don't you?
I do have my own YouTube channel. I share it with C, of course. I allowed him to, come and bring his little input in. But the channel is on YouTube, and it's called CD Light, and it's spelled CEEDEELIGHT. So it's a little play on our little nicknames, since he's C and I'm D. So we would love for your community of viewers to come check us out, check out some of our videos, like, comment, subscribe. And what we do on our channel, C will go through and show you some things on his Spyder RT. He has done a little DIY things with this RT, and I too have done some DIY things to my Ryker. As you see up here, we installed the saddlebags on a Ryker just to make it more friendly for when we do long distance touring. Right here, we actually came up with our own little design of putting armrests for the passenger seat. So I wanted my daughter to feel comfortable up here, so we designed our own armrests on my Ryker. And just some aftermarket mods like the gear shifting, because it made it so much easier to just pull it back with my hand and try to pull it back with my foot. So you'll see in the video that some of the mods I've done. So also have other videos with I have another motorcycle actually. I have a Vulcan, so if people are interested in that, the 2-wheel thing, they can check that out. And I have a few cooking videos with my Ninja Food pressure cooker.
Well, I'm gonna check that out. I've watched a few of your videos, but I haven't seen them all yet. Anything else that you want to tell the viewing public while you're here?
Yes, I do. I just wanted to let the viewing public know that some of our plans this year are to ride our Can-Ams back to the mountains of North Carolina. And we're also planning to meet up with you and Miriam at Shenandoah Valley later this year. So
oh, we would be honored. We would be honored. Thank you.
Oh, we would be honored. We've been looking at it for so long on your videos, and he's like, we got to get there, but you know, it's the logistics of,
I know.
You know, having someone to watch the kids, or do we think they can endure the ride? And we talk to them all the time. They just would rather not ride right now. So I was like, okay, well, we're gonna figure something out. And I also watch Coach Bob and Coach Vic, and
I love those guys.
They're planning a ride to the Dragon at some time. He mentioned it, so it would be nice to be able to meet them in person. And some more YouTubers I watch, like Barb and Bob from Hitch World.
Yes.
I watch them, and I would love to be able to meet them one day. So, you know, and just, you know, we'll bring in some local videos from our areas. A lot of motorcycle dealerships around here, and you know, they do events, so we'll bring that content to our channel also.
Oh, perfect. Well, Dee, I want to thank you again for participating in our little interview process we're trying to do to promote women riding the Can-Am on-road products. And I think anything else you can think of that you want to throw in there?
No, that's everything. I'm just so honored to be a part of the process, to be able to interview with you, one of our YouTube, I guess you say YouTube buddies. You're like a YouTube celebrity. So we were just so excited when you responded back to my email. So I just really thank you for the opportunity.
All right. I'm going to thank you again for participating in our little interview. And did you want to say some final words to your viewers?
Yes, to my viewers, I just want to say we can all ride.
Now we're going to close out today's video with another photograph of one of our viewers, one of you folks who sent us a photograph of themselves and their preferred mode of travel. So as a reminder, we're going to keep doing this as long as we keep getting photographs from you guys. Send us your favorite photograph of you and your Spyder or your Ryker, and we'll definitely add you to our list of folks we add to our videos. So again, thank you very much. You all take care. We'll see you next time.
Just wanna get gone.